The four of them were the most formidable imperial guards of the Ming dynasty. Though not bound by blood, they had grown up relying on each other and were closer than real brothers. Yet, a single mission would tear them apart. The emperor, deceived by treacherous officials, falsely accused the second brother, Jack, of colluding with Japanese pirates and slaughtering the chancellor's family. Enraged, the eldest brother drew his blade against him. The third brother was utterly disillusioned, and the youngest, who despised the pirates more than anyone, severed ties with Jack by cutting his own finger in a symbolic act of betrayal. To prove his innocence, Jack resolved to face the emperor. But upon learning that the emperor had ordered the execution of his entire clan, he let out a bitter laugh. Refusing to die as a pawn in someone else's scheme, he broke free from his shackles, seized a weapon, and vowed to expose the conspiracy himself. His loyal subordinates, witnessing this, rose in rebellion, plunging the scene into chaos. Just then, a distant avalanche erupted. Sensing danger, Jack used his shield as a springboard to escape. His three brothers, convinced he was fleeing justice, pursued him relentlessly, only for the blizzard to engulf all four, burying them in an instant. At that moment, their bodies underwent a strange transformation. Flash forward 500 years. Hong Kong police discovered three bizarre corpses and prepared to transport them for examination. But during transit, a carelessly discarded trash bag got caught under the wheels, causing the vehicle to overturn and crash into a nearby house. The driver died instantly. The terrified homeowner cautiously approached the wreckage, only for a massive hand to shatter the glass. Mistaking the figure for a futuristic soldier, the old man fled in panic. As the cryo chamber slowly opened, Jack emerged, having been frozen for 5 centuries. Using his inner energy to expel the cold from his body, he then wandered to the roadside, where he relieved himself, inadvertently giving a passing police car an unplanned wash. The officers, stunned by the sight of a dead man coming to life, sped back to the station in terror. Arriving in the city, Jack stared in bewilderment at the unfamiliar world. His memories were still trapped in the past. All he wanted was to find the emperor and clear his name. Fortunately, it was Halloween, so his antiquated attire didn't raise suspicions. Starving, he devoured 9 bowls of beef noodles in one sitting. As he reached for a 10th, 2 costumed festival-goers dressed as Oxhead and Horseface glanced his way, only for Jack to knock them out with a single punch, unaware they were just civilians in costumes. While he stood confused, a hidden arrow shot toward him, which he caught between his teeth. A woman in white then stepped from the crowd. Assuming Jack was merely a dressed-up performer, she dragged him to her party. Surrounded by modern revelers, his mind reeled. When he asked for answers, he was shattered to learn that 500 years had passed, the Ming dynasty had fallen, and the emperor was long gone. Overcome with guilt, he cut out an apology, blaming himself for the empire's collapse. The next morning, Jack mistook May's friend for one of the traitors who framed him and tackled him, nearly beating him to death with Wing Chun techniques before May intervened. Ashamed, Jack left shortly after, only to realize he was hopelessly lost in this new era. His attire drawing stares. Spotting a luxury car, he decided to upgrade his look, but the owner mocked him the moment the door opened. Jack confronted him, and the man, now robbed of everything, could only whimper, "I must learn Wing Chun." That night, May received a call from the hospital demanding payment for her mother's treatment. Penniless, she was helpless, until foreign harassers accosted her. Jack stepped in, using his sunflower acupressure strike to paralyze them. But May's relief was short-lived. Her boss arrived, threatening to fine her for disrupting business. Jack's fury flared, but May held him back, sparing the man's life. To help her, Jack offered an ancient silver note. When met with confusion, he produced gold instead. "You grandma's bear," he muttered, equal parts exasperated and triumphant.